Hey guys, what's up? So this is episode 2. We'll go ahead and this is our second call with Barsin. I'm very excited to see what happened. I don't really remember. I think he's about to hit $10,000. That's what I see from the video. But yeah, this is episode 2.
Yeah, guys, so this is episode 2. We hit about, I think I was around $10,000 at this point. So it was the highest I've ever been with dropshipping. So this is when things start to get really serious.
Congratulations on your first $1,000 day, man.
Yeah, man, it was sick. And then yesterday I also hit my another $1,000 day.
Dude, this is amazing. Okay, so it looks like this is Barsin's first time hitting $1,000. That's pretty crazy. From $0 to $1,000 per day. Like, that's $1,000 in one day. And I remember Barsin was messaging me. I think I was like going out. He was like, yo, I hit $1,000 per day. And this was like near the end of the year. It was like in December. So, you know, it was like Christmas season. And I was getting messages from him and it was like super awesome.
Yeah, guys, life was so good. Like, I just started my school holidays and then just found my winner and then got to $1,000 a day, which was like a huge deal for me back then. And yeah, I was just really happy in general to be pulling those type of numbers, especially when around that point I've only been dropshipping for like about 4 months.
And then now we go over really all the updates. He went ahead and applied everything that I taught in week 1, which was super awesome. A lot of times, sometimes students, they don't follow what I say, but Barsin was super diligent and he just followed everything, and he just transitioned and sort of put all the ad sets into one campaign as I recommended to let it optimize.
Yeah, guys, I knew that Andy knew exactly what he was saying, so I just knew that all I had to do was I had one job, and it was just to listen to what he was saying. I was going to learn from that and get like amazing results.
Yeah, basically, so, you know, I remember from last time we said how we would scale into one main campaign.
Correct.
And basically I've been doing that. This one that's been you remember how I already had like a second campaign?
Correct.
I just kept the meditation, and then, yeah, I started duplicating them
Awesome.
as you said with the criteria. And yeah, I mean, it's been going pretty good, I guess.
And then as you can see, he went ahead and transitioned from doing the duplicating ad sets method to duplicating budgets. So rather than having like going from 5 meditation ad sets to like 20 meditation ad sets at say $20 each, he went ahead and started duplicating them from 20 to 40 to even $80. So he started editing the budget rather than duplicating the ad sets. Beautiful.
And yeah, and then I've been testing interest as well. So basically, here I've stood to that thing how we said $20 for a cost per add to cart, then just kill it because that's just too much.
Yeah.
I basically just been testing a lot of interests, like almost 50, I think.
And then as you can see, Barsin went ahead and started horizontally scaling and tested nearly 50 interests. So he literally just said everything. He went ahead and applied everything I told him, and that's how he hit $1,000 a day.
Yeah, guys, because back then I didn't think it was too important to, test new interests and all that. But, finding winning interests is like finding winning product, kind of like to make your winner like sustainable. You got to have a lot of winning interests to actually make you money. So from what I learned, I had to really test a lot of interests. I ended up testing around 50. Yeah.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Let's go to the next stage of scaling. So first thing first is on your main campaign, you want to add a 001 dot in front of all the interests.
Okay, 001.
And then what we're going to do is we're next going to launch Lookalike audiences. So right now you should have more than enough data to go ahead and run 95% Lookalike audiences. And now we're going to go over the whole Lookalike audience strategy. So you guys are literally getting everything as transparent as it can be. We're going to be showing you everything. So this is what you do after you horizontally scale. We go straight into Lookalike audiences, and this is going to be the strategy. I want you to start by creating worldwide Lookalike audiences. And I think you already know how to do that. Launch into your main campaign. Do 0 to 10%, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Name
Wait,
them.
did you say my main campaign?
On your main campaign, yes.
Alright, sweet.
And then you ideally want to have all your ad sets in one campaign because you optimize it much better when you have all your sales in one main campaign.
Yep, exactly.
And then what you're going to do is 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, all the way up to 9 to 10%. You would have 10 ad sets, all worldwide. You might want to test IG mobile and Facebook only, just for the beginning. And then you want to have them at $10 a day. If you have enough budget, you could, be a bit more risky and do $20 per day, and that's sort of the next phase of scaling. And then you want to name them 002 dot worldwide 95% lookalike audiences, and that's how you name them. And then all your future 95% lookalike audiences would then be launched under 002, and then eventually we'll get to the next step, which is view content lookalike audiences, and you will do 003.
Okay, and I just had a question. So it's going to be like 002 lookalike for all of the lookalikes, but that's going to be in the main campaign, right?
Yes, and it's 002 or for all the 95% view lookalike audiences.
And then for all the current ones that are in the campaign, like all of these interests, should I edit and put the name 001?
Correct. And if you just change the name, it doesn't affect any optimization when you just edit the name.
That's great. That's great. And I had a question. So I remember like a couple months ago when I'd be doing lookalikes with like my old campaigns. I remember when I tried to put like top 5, for example, it wouldn't let me. It would only let me like have the countries that had like a minimum of 195 video viewers and like the 95%.
Correct. So we shouldn't have any problems. If you want, I could actually take you through it right now. We could do it together if you want.
Yeah, bro, that'd be great actually.
And yeah, that's the whole strategy. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to show you guys and work through it with Barsin, launch the lookalike audiences, follow the exact strategy I told you guys. So you guys are literally going to get the A to Z. I'm not going to be leaving you guys behind whatsoever.
Yeah, guys, exactly. This whole series is literally going to be A to Z. You can basically get a good amount of knowledge from dropshipping from just this series. I'm like 100% sure for that.
Yeah, so let's go to your audiences. And if you don't already, we'll go ahead and create the 95% view.
Yep. Wait, can you see my screen?
I can.
Alright, that's great. So, sorry?
There's a lot of static on your mic. I'm not too sure.
Wait, should I try end the call and do it again, or?
Actually, it's better now. So it should be good now.
Sounds cool. And should I do past 30 days?
Do 365 days.
365. Alright.
And then name it, the product name dash 95% view dash 365 days. Perfect.
Yep.
And then create audience.
Yep. And then create a...
Actually, just go back. And then close.
Oh, yeah, and then
select
here?
it. Yep.
Oh, is this fine?
Yeah, and then you could add in the audience. So search it up. Yep. Perfect. Browse. Select all countries. Perfect. And then now number of lookalike audiences, put it at 6.
6.
Yep. And then now go ahead and create audience.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like this part's kind of weird.
Perfect. So what you want to do is you actually want to wait for the audience to populate, and then you should get like say 10,000 95% views, and you shouldn't have a problem. And since you have to wait for it to populate, you might as well also create your view content. Cart, initiate checkout and purchase audiences now. So when the time comes, you'll be able to make the audience straight away, just because it'll take an hour or 2 to populate.
All right, and it's this one, it'll just take a while to pop. All right, I had a question as well. I have like 320, I believe, add to carts. Is it too early to start add to cart lookalikes?
Probably too early. We'll probably want to do view content first. You only want to sort of do lookalike audiences once you have 1,000 on the size. So when in the custom audiences, the size will always be less than how much Shopify and Facebook ads says, just because sometimes people, add to cart twice, or people click through twice, and on your ad or Shopify platform, it might say you had 2,000 view contents, but in your audiences, it still says below 1,000. And a lot of people think that's an error, but it's just because, people click multiple times, etc.
I see. Oh, yeah, and I had a question with the lookalikes. Should I do the same thing? How like if it spends $20 with no add to cart, or like the cost per add to cart's like $20 or above, cut it, and then same duplication process, like 3 sales, duplicate it.
Exactly. Keep to the same scaling process and the killing process. Only duplicate the budgets rather than doing the duplicating of the ad set. Only edit the budget.
Ever since our last call.
Yeah, and it's been doing amazingly well, so I'm very happy to see the results, man.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's great. So basically, should I just do the view content now as well?
Yep. And then, since you're doing, are you sending them to your home page or directly to the product page?
So it's a general store, so product page. So I have to,
then you can do view content.
Yep. Oh wait, yeah.
You do view content, do past 180 days as well. Now you go ahead and go to your product page.
Yep.
So it's actually more powerful if you go to Shopify backend. So go to the backend and then go to this product in your products.
Yeah. This one?
Yep. And then copy that code in the URL, that number.
This?
Yep. And then go back to the custom audience and then click URL, click that down, the drop down from URL, and select content ID. And put in that.
Alright. Oh, cool.
And then now you can name it product name dash view content dash 180 days.
Sweet. And then, I'll just have to wait for that to populate as well, yeah?
Correct. And then you probably want to launch the 95% lookalike audiences first. Wait probably 2 to 3 days, and if the results are doing pretty well, then go ahead and launch view content lookalike audiences straight away. If the results aren't that good, kill off the 95% and then try view content. But I have a good feeling that the results shouldn't be too bad, but start by just doing worldwide lookalike audiences for now, and then our next call we'll go ahead and do I'll show you my top country lookalike audience strategy, as well as we can go over other scaling strategies.
Yeah, man, that sounds cool. I just had one more question. Basically, the CBO update, is that like February or something?
Yeah, a lot of people say CBO would be at 2020 or should have happened at mid of 2019, but at the moment not much has happened, and I think a lot of all my friends that are really like killing it with numbers, like doing 5-figure days, they're still doing ad set budgets at the moment.
Oh yeah, I much prefer ad set budgets.
Exactly, and then we'll go over CBO scaling strategies as well, so I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah, man, that'll be pretty cool.
And then after we go ahead and finish that, I go back to the emphasis of still testing, because right now Barsin's hit like $1,000 a day. I really want him to sort of reinvest that time and money into testing new products, and we'll sort of see later down the road in the later episodes how that became a very important tip.
Exactly, guys. So you'll see soon. I actually didn't end up testing more products, and you'll see what happened and why you should be testing products even when you've got a winner.
My final tip is, how all this stuff is pretty simple. You can probably scale and do what you've been doing and spend only 30 minutes to 1 hour a day doing it, scaling this one product. I would recommend you to continue testing products. That's a big recommendation. A lot of people, they sort of start slacking, they work 1 hour, make $1,000 to $3,000 a day, and then they chill for the rest of the day, and then once that product dies out, they're just like depressed. So I don't want you to fall into the same trap, and I highly recommend you to keep testing products while you sort of spend only 1 hour a day doing all this scaling. And then now we go ahead and tease the possibility of scaling this product into a one product store. And I'm pretty sure in the 10 episodes, we actually go ahead and launch different stores.
I remember we just ended up scaling the general store because the product died earlier than we thought it would. But at the end of the day, we made a lot of money with this product and a lot of gained experience. So that just like showed from the way I continued after this.
Exactly. Yeah, thanks for rejogging my mind. I think you're right, because now you have 3 stores now. So the timeline, I can't remember if those 3 stores were made in the first 10 weeks or the weeks afterwards. But yeah, I think that's the case. We sort of talk about one product store, and I guess that's something that Barsin was able to use after the 10-week program. What we're going to do probably in 2 to 3 weeks time, you're actually going to scale to a one product store. So with this product, you're going to go ahead and create a one product store just for this product to even scale it further. Now, when it comes to pixel, usually you should only have one pixel for one store. So
exactly.
We'll have to make a decision whether to give your current pixel to the new one product store and create a new pixel for the general store, or keep the pixel for the general store and create a new pixel for your one product store. And we'll probably decide when the time comes. But as of right now, on top of my head, it might be better to give the pixel to your new one product store, create a new pixel for your general store. That's sort of what I'm thinking.
Alright, and but should that be soon or like the 2 or 3 weeks? Yeah,
you're probably only gonna, I think you want to probably scale this out further. Get the lookalike audiences to work, and once the lookalike audiences work pretty well, then we'll go straight into a one product store.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And basically, I was just wondering, when people they like scale to real high numbers, is that mainly coming from like lookalike purchases and stuff when they have loads of purchases?
Actually, from everything, from like view content, 95% view, add to cart, initiate checkout, top viewers by 25% time, engagement. So it's like a bit of everything. And then, for each one of those, you could break it into like 20 different countries. You could have the worldwide 95%, the US 95%, the UK. It's like an infinite amount, and that's sort of how they scale. They literally have like hundreds and hundreds of ad sets for different lookalike audiences running, and we'll build a blueprint for you to make sure it's not too confusing. But as of right now, all you need to do is just launch 95% worldwide lookalike audiences.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds cool. I'll be doing that. And it'll populate around like an hour or more, and then I should be able to.
Yeah, try refreshing it now.
Alright. Yeah, but that's a cool trick. Like, I used to just think like, I could only use like my main country that was like, because the 100 thing. But yeah, I don't think it's ready yet, but should be within an hour, I guess.
Perfect. So this week, I think launch the 95% worldwide lookalike audiences. 2, launch the worldwide lookalike audiences for view content. 3, brainstorm available domain names for this product. So you want something directly related to the product. What's the product name at the moment? Or what is the product? It's like a foot cleaner, correct?
Yeah, detox foot bath.
Yeah, so just see if detoxfootbath.com is available. So brainstorm available domain names. And then what else? I think that should be all for now. And then you should schedule in the next call. If the lookalike audiences does very well, you might even want to schedule in the next call over the next 2 to 3 days. So we go into the next step of scaling.
Yeah, sounds cool. So I can probably tell by like tomorrow night. So I'll schedule the call tomorrow night depending on how good the lookalike's been.
Perfect. As you can see, I go ahead and answer a few questions on lookalike audiences and sort of where most sales come from when people scale. We also talk about brainstorming new names for that potential one product store. And yeah, that is call and episode number 2 that I had with Barsin. And 2 calls in, 2 weeks in, he went from $0 to $1,000. So literally, like, follow whatever we taught in week 1. Just follow everything that we're going to give you to you guys for free, and you're going to get the exact same results.
Yeah, guys, and what we go over through in this call can literally take you from $0 to $1,000 a day as fast as it did for me, as long as you have a winner and you just follow these strategies.
Exactly, Barsin. So yeah, that's the end of today's video. I really appreciate you guys for watching it. Before we go ahead and end today's video, let's go ahead and announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consulting courses with me. The winners here. If you guys want to qualify, all to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video. Also, subscribe to Barsin's channel. That'll be linked in the description below. He has a bunch of amazing videos, so be sure to do that. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Any last words on episode 2, Barsin?
Yeah, guys. So episode 2 was a complete game changer. As you can see, we just talked about lookalikes and one product store. So a lot of knowledge bombs in that video. So be sure to stay tuned for the next episode.
Awesome. See you guys. Peace.
That's true, guys. Like, I was doing affirmations every single night. I even wrote down, I'm going to scale this product to $100,000. And I would read that like 3-4 times a day, and then eventually it actually happened. So that was really crazy.
Law of attraction, like that's crazy. I didn't know that. Barsin literally wrote 100k every single day and he actually hit it, which is pretty crazy.